No, I was just
All right, everybody. What's going on, guys? Hello. Oh, I hear my voice again. Hold on, give me a second. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope everybody's doing good, doing well. I know I am.
What's up, guys?
There we go. I found it. I had to mute everybody. Hey, Chadley, how you doing? Ryan, hello. And Corey Hetz, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Guys, it's been like 2 months since our last TacoCast. We took a giant break. I took a giant break, and it has been wonderful. I feel good. I feel rejuvenated.
Yeah.
A lot has happened. Corey, you look amazing. Look at you, man. You lost so much weight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you,
So
thank
much
you.
his camera just lost focus on him.
I know.
His camera just can't even focus on him now. There's nothing. It doesn't know what to focus on.
Oh man, thank you.
Like it's been a crazy 2 months. We got, I don't know, Chadley, did you guys get hit with that huge giant snowstorm that we got hit with?
We got a little bit. Like I think we were on the outskirts of it.
So
we only got we got like a couple inches, I think, but that was about it.
We definitely felt it here too.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
When in the 80s.
We hit almost 70 degrees today, Fahrenheit. It's pretty
Oh.
cold.
We got
For
hit
Corey.
with a beautiful giant snowstorm. Like the snow literally came up to your chest. It was crazy. Driving in it sucked. I hated it. But it's been a couple of days now, and everything's finally. The snow's still around. It's getting back to normal. We are hitting a hard winter. We've been hitting minus 25, minus 30 weather out here in Canada, so that's been fun. Other than that, though, it's been all right. Let's go ahead and start off because it's been crazy. I want to know what's been happening with you guys. So let's go ahead and start with Ryan. Tell me what's going on. What's been happening in the gaming world for you?
I have a tragedy to report. My copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus was delayed.
No.
Can we get some sad music playing? Sad violins in the chat. Alright. But yes, delayed until Thursday. It's been a heartbreaking time seeing everyone on Twitter telling me and saying how great of a game it is, how much fun they're having, how they're just dumbfounded by the idea of Geodude and Graveler learning Flamethrower. but I digress.
Oh, wait, what?
Digress.
Yeah.
No, aside from that, I'm still getting through God of War, having a lot of fun with that.
Nice.
Started playing because someone gifted me this game. Tell Me Why. It is a story game, and it's quite a freaking roller coaster. I believe the first episode's free on Steam if you guys ever want to check that out.
Nice.
Pretty quiet,
Do I need to shout?
Everyone's,
Shout.
I'm gonna turn it up on.
I've been talking with Classy and Sideline about starting a Screamo band so I could work on that.
Okay, I turned everybody up, so.
Yo, turn up for what?
Oh my gosh, I love the Hank Hill version of that.
There we go.
But aside from that, the little birdie that gifted me Tell Me Why also kept poking the sleeping bear that is Stephie to the point she re-downloaded Fiesta Online. and now Stephie and I are back in that game a little bit, but it's a train wreck, guys. That game is crazy.
Oh jeez.
Don't play it. Also, you should try to play it unless you're Corey, in which case it just won't let you play it. We're telling you, Corey, you have an account. And it just yeah, Fiesta out of 10. Exactly.
Oh boy.
Aside from that, not much else in the gaming news. I did have to cut back on my Sunday streams because I got offered a lead position at work, and that's going to be starting up in a few weeks. So
there you go. There you
less
go.
time for streams.
Life always comes first.
Streaming is life, though. It should be.
Chadley, what about you, man? What have you been up to?
A little bit. I've been just playing Brilliant Diamond on my YouTube channel. I kind of shifted some things around, and I'm not really streaming on YouTube as much anymore. Like I'm only doing like 2 days a week on YouTube, and then the other days that I used to stream on YouTube, so like Monday, Wednesday, I'm on YouTube, but then Tuesday and Thursday I'm on Twitch. But I've been doing a lot more like of my like cross stitch crafting and stuff over on Twitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't do gaming on there anymore for right now anyway. And I've just been like just hanging out at Twitch, and it's just like it's a different dynamic because like I'm meeting like so many different kinds of people that I normally would not have met because of it. Because like the crafting space in Twitch is a lot different. Like but you never would have thought that space would be such a big thing over on Twitch either. So
no, I know.
I mean, knitting grandmas are a very well-respected community. Okay?
True.
And they are beloved by all, and they make fantastic cookies.
No, I mean, and that, and just like with life, just busy with work, and we're like full swing ahead, like full throttle with the bowling season with the kids and stuff too. So that's where I was at. I mean, I was just got done at a tournament with my son. Wasn't sure if I was even going to get home in time for the podcast, but he almost got to the finals. He was like all he had to do, him or his teammate, all they had to do is make a spare, like one of their open frames. All they had to do is make a spare or a strike, and they would have moved on. So, but it happens. But
the rest of his team weighed him down. That's what happened.
What'd you say?
Weighed him down?
The rest of the team weighed him down, and
but I mean, on Friday, he bowled a high school game and got his first 300 of the season. So that was
I saw that. That was awesome.
That was exciting. He was in the local newspaper twice last week. One for the 300. Well, Friday was the 300 game, and then Monday, the team they went against on Monday, they clean sweeped against them. So they were in the paper on Monday, and then he was in the paper on Friday. It was funny because they wrote the article and it was like, his team overall they lost, but it was funny because like he got interviewed for his 300, but nobody from their team except for their coach was interviewed because they won. So it was almost like his 300 like overshadowed the fact that they won. So it was like I felt bad, but it's like at the same time you can't feel bad because they pulled a 300. So
exactly.
But, yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Just like life, you know.
Oh, for sure. Mr. Corey, what about you, man? What have you been about to?
Oh man, where do I even begin? So I've been playing a whole bunch of Final Fantasy 14 lately, thanks to Brian and Stephie getting me into that. I regret nothing. It's amazing. I'm like almost 400 hours in, and almost to the current expansion. Finally, Rigo, I'm on the last quest before I hit Endwalker.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's been great. I've been playing a lot of modded Minecraft with Supa. Been streaming some of that. So that's been a lot of fun. We've been learning a lot of that stuff and playing some Astroneer with Ballin and oh yeah, Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, the new Pokemon.
Oh, never heard of it.
So, I'll save my whole discussion on that till we get to that topic. But I'm really enjoying that. It's really good. Other than that, not a lot different.
That's awesome, man. Everyone keeps talking about this Pokemon. I gotta wait a little bit before I can buy it because I haven't been working much, only at this location. But oh man, I watch people play it. I want to play it. I want to play it.
You do.
Give me 1 sec. I'm just saying thank you to Josh for the birthday and Yellow Kazoo. It is my birthday today. I turned 33. Unfortunately, nobody was home. It was just me, and then I came to work, and so it wasn't very productive.
Are we singing to Rigo? Are we singing happy birthday to him to make him feel awkward?
Always.
Great, here we go. Happy birthday to Chadley, you're on The Sopranos. Go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rico. Happy birthday to you. Take it away, Stephie.
Happy birthday!
And many more.
Well, we did have a deal about the balloon, but I couldn't find a balloon here. I thought they had one. There was no balloon here.
Just go blow up a condom and put a big R on it.
Cha cha cha.
There we go.
Okay, so let's get down to it because there's a lot to talk about. Lots of craziness has happened in these 2 months. I want to go ahead and jump into. Let's see. Corey did a list, and I think I'm going to follow that one a little bit. So let's see. Corey, what did you say? So PSVR2 was finally announced. At what was it called? At what's that thing that place they do? I always forget what the name is called. Oh my god, that technology thing they do every year. CES. I'm so like behind all these things. It was CES. Okay. At CES, and it was just a quick little thing. They were just showing off the controls. They were showing off what the specs are for the headset. And I mean, it's actually a really powerful headset compared to a lot of the headsets that have been released, including with resolution and all. Oh, Jesus, quick!
Happy birthday. Ooh.
I was wondering why he was smiling.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday, Rigo.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Guys, let's hashtag chat Corey in the chat. Oh my god. Yeah, so they talked about the resolution. The resolution is gonna be 4K. We're doing OLED. Each eye is gonna be doing what was the resolution? I think it was like 2000 by 1800, something like that. And then they're gonna have cameras all around the actual headset and eye tracking technology. They're gonna have haptic feedback on the headset, so when the wind blows or something like that, you'll be able to feel it. And then
When the wind blows, the baby will fall.
that's right. It's going to have one USB connection now instead of all those wires that we had for the original one. And they're talking about HDR attached to it. And then the new controls are going to have haptic feedback as well. So that's actually I'm actually very, very excited for that because I enjoyed PSVR. I really did. And there's rumors that apparently they're talking with Valve about bringing over Half-Life Alyx to the PlayStation to be able to play that. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. They're saying that the VR headset is actually really well designed. Now, what people are asking for from Sony is for it to be able to be used on PC, not just on PlayStation. So we'll see how that goes.
Technically, PSVR is able to be used on PC. It's just not natively allowed to do that.
Yeah, because you had to use your camera to be able to track your movements, right?
Yeah.
For the original PSVR, I tried it once. It didn't work really well, but it did the job. It just
Yeah.
because I wanted to play that music game.
Beat Saber?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, Beat Saber's amazing. It's on PlayStation.
yeah,
It's on
but
PSVR.
I didn't have those. I didn't have the controls for it, right?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Well, you better get them next time. Don't get a VR without freaking good controllers. Jeez.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like you can't just play. I don't know. I'm just very excited for this one. I'm very, very excited for this generation. Like I said, people are saying that this is like a really high quality VR headset. The only thing is that they're scared that it's going to cost as much as the consoles cost, right? I am gonna have to agree with that too. Because
Well, didn't the original PSVR cost like a pretty penny? I don't remember how much. I bought it day one, and I don't remember how much it was.
I bought it like a year after it came out, and I bought it with 2 games, and it was like $6.99.
Yeah, right now for US dollars, it's $350 with Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
the Marvel's Iron Man bundle thing with the controllers and all that. I can't see a more powerful version coming out cheaper than that. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be. I mean, but that was the same. It was the same thing. It was more. I think it was more than that whenever it came out. So it was almost as much as the console to begin with. And if you want a powerful VR headset, you're going to pay premium money. I mean, that's all there is to it. Like, even
Exactly.
think about like the Quest 2 right now. The Quest 2 I think is $300. And it doesn't like its graphics aren't great. I mean, I love it. It does the job, but like its graphics are not great. And it's wireless and everything. But like, if you imagine getting a better headset than that, you're gonna pay $100 or $200 more than that because of the processing required. Yeah, when you're talking about having, almost 2K resolution in each eye,
Yeah.
and you're talking about haptic feedback in the headset, and you're talking about plus the controllers. The controllers are like supposed to basically be like the Valve controllers essentially now. So yeah, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it, and people are gonna buy it. They just need to get over it because they're gonna buy it. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. And like one of the things is, I know that the PSVR, at least for me, I couldn't play longer. Like if I did the extended amount of times, 3 hours, 4 hours, I was getting dizzy. And apparently with this new one, they figured out a new way to do it where you don't feel that dizziness anymore. So, I mean,
Yeah. So what I can tell you what it was. It's what they call the screen door effect.
Your screen door.
Lenses, yeah, well, maybe. The lenses on the original PSVR were made in such a way, and the software and everything, so that there was a film grain sort of over everything, and that's the screen door effect, and that's a lot of people don't react to that very well. It makes the resolution not as crisp and things like that, and so. If they've removed that, which is not hard to do, every other headset in the world doesn't have that anymore. So if they don't have that, then it should be much better. That should be one thing that should help contribute to it not being a big deal for you.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Bobby to say that.
Your face is screen door.
Oh, dang it.
There it is. No, I like I said, I'm super stoked about it. They're showing off a lot of games now. Like there's a lot of trailers that are showing like the hand movements and stuff. So people have it. Here's the thing. Apparently, there's a rumor that in February we're supposed to get a PlayStation. What is it called?
State of play.
State of Play. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they're saying, but I feel that for this VR, it would need it. I would think that it would need its own little segment to be able to show it off and everything. You know, I mean,
A VR Direct, if you will.
exactly, a VR Direct, and that's why people are saying that that it must be. See, I don't think it's coming out soon. They might be showing games now, but it doesn't necessarily mean in 2 months it's coming out type deal.
Well, they can also be developing these games in conjunction with the PSVR original version potentially as well.
Yeah.
So they could show us any games and then be like, this is not captured on PSVR2.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what we're getting. You know, I'm a big, like, I can tell you right now, I'm a big fan of PlayStation. I've always been a big fan. I'm not like a fanboy where this is the best in the world, period. But I am very excited to see what they have in store for us, and yeah, like I said, I can't wait to play it.
Did they ever announce if the Resident Evil 4 VR version was going to be on that?
I thought that was a Quest only exclusive.
Yeah,
That's what I was wondering.
so it would have to be a timed exclusive if they were going to do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I maybe, who knows? Unless Capcom finally releases an update for Final Fantasy. Whoops, wrong game.
Capcom doesn't do No, Final Fantasy is done right. That's how you know it's not done by Capcom.
Yeah. Unless they do an update for Resident Evil 8 is what I wanted to say. So
That'd be awesome.
yeah, that would be.
I finally finished Resident Evil 8 and it was amazing. Good game.
But which one of you are getting it? I'm getting it for sure. Like, hands down.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. I've been ever since I got my Quest 2, I am kind of snobby about wires.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love the fact that I can play VR right here if I want, or I can go to my living room and play it, or I can go anywhere and show it off, and I can cast it to my TV so that people can watch me while watch something that's on this VR headset and stuff. And I just don't know if I could go back to a wired headset, especially dishing out $400 to $500 for it. I'm so heavily invested in PC VR and Oculus VR that I just don't know if I could do it.
Can't get my hands on Legends Arceus. You think I'm gonna get my hands on this? Yeah, that's right. I'm still salty.
I don't blame you. I'm salty for you all the way up until the moment you get it. Wasn't me that time.
What was it this time? Was it Bob?
Also, happy birthday.
It was.
It
I was
Bobby.
right. I love being right.
Chaz is gonna get it just to flex. He doesn't have a PlayStation. He's gonna get it.
He's just gonna get it to flex it. Yeah. Guess it's like Rod. Did
Yeah,
you get
he's
one?
not gonna get a
He's like,
PlayStation. He's just gonna get the VR.
Regal,
Just
did
the
you get
VR.
one? No, I didn't get one. I did, and he pulls it out.
gonna pull it out.
Everyone, let's hashtag Bobby in the chat. That's funny.
What would we do without Bobby?
Oh man,
Oh.
no, but I mean, it's just another piece of technology that every time something new comes out like that, I need to get it.
I'm with you.
It bites me. And it's like, but see, but for VR, I had fun with my VR headset, my PSVR. I mean, I loved all the games that I got for it, and they're sitting there in my library, and I want to replay them again.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it'll be.
Especially since we get VR games on PS Plus every now and then still.
Exactly.
And I think they're going to start doing it more often since they're bringing this out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You want to pump this up?
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gonna pump.
Speaking of new technology coming out, so February 25th, Valve is shipping out the first group of the Steam Deck. So they're sending out emails on the 25th. If you get an email, you have 3 days to make your purchase. If you don't make it,
Yep.
they give it to the next person. Man, they're like really sticking it to you. You have to buy it in 3 days, period. No questions asked. That's scary.
Why don't they just do it the proper way of putting golden tickets in chocolate bars?
It's the only way. That's the only real way
That's
to do
the
it.
only way to do it.
The only way to do it.
Just do it right.
I mean, people are very excited for this. They did release. So another company released their own version, and it's like $1,000. It has like an ice. Is that what it's called? The
I don't know. There's a few of them, but I think the Aya Neo is kind of the big one that would be a competitor, if anything.
Yeah, but even with that coming out, apparently it's still very cheaply made. That's what I've been hearing. But this one, I've been hearing the people who have already gotten it. For example, some devs have already gotten it, and they're saying that it's been really well developed. You know, they're praising it. They're saying it's crazy amazing what it's doing. So I'm very excited. I did do a pre-order on it. Did you do one, Ryan? Not Ryan. Corey?
I did, but
Why
then
not
I canceled
me?
it.
Because you know the answer is no.
I canceled it because I don't know if I can justify the cost of having another device like this.
Yeah.
But also, I just did my taxes the other day, and so I'll wait till people start getting theirs in, and maybe I'll just order one after if they still available. Get some real people with real hands on, you know, and then I'll see.
Are any of you guys getting it, Ryan or Chadley? Have you thought of it?
I mean, the answer is no, but you know, no, I have no intentions of. I have no reason to.
I don't really either. That's the problem, but I want to.
See, my only reason, my reasoning for getting it is like, I want to be. They have a big issue here at work where I bring my laptop. Like, I don't do anything with it other than I want to play games. If I don't take my laptop, I sleep. That, you know, and don't get me wrong, sleep is great, but I'd rather be doing something else, right, with my break, playing a game or something. But if I bring this little device, I mean, at least it lets me do it. My Switch, my son plays it. He never lets me play it, so.
How dare he?
What were you gonna say, Chadley? Sorry, I cut you off.
I'm not much of a handheld gamer, so I mean, I have it hooked up. I would always have it hooked up to either the TV or a computer monitor if I were to play it. And if that's the case, I already have a Nintendo Switch that's technically handheld, and the stuff I play on that system is perfectly fine, or they're only games I find on the Switch, and anything I can play on the Steam Deck, I can play on my computer. So it's like, for me, it's just, it's not worth it because I already have a high-powered computer that can do everything that can do,
and better.
I don't, and better, and I don't need to. Yeah, I'm not a handheld gamer. Like, I'm not. It's not like I'm on a long train ride or something where I would feel like, oh, well, let me just get my Steam Deck out and I'll play it or whatever. So.
For sure. I mean, myself, like I said, I'm very excited for it, and that's the main reason I want to be able to pop on and play some games. People have been testing a lot of games on it, and one of the ones that I was surprised that someone tested was Final Fantasy 14, and they said it runs. It runs. It runs. So maybe it'll give me an excuse to get it even more. So.
Oh my gosh! It just occurred to me that Monster Hunter Rise recently came to Steam.
So you could have Monster Hunter Rise on one portable and also on another portable.
Yeah. Oh man, we just need one more and we'll have the Triforce of Monster Hunter Rise.
Is that's the one that's on the Switch too, right?
Yeah.
But
which I would say, if you're gonna get it, get it on the Switch, because that's where everyone already has it and there's no crossplay.
Dude, I heard it looks stupidly good on the Switch. I haven't played it.
Does. And I heard that it also doesn't even look that great on PC comparatively.
Too bad Monster Hunter's crap series.
Wow.
Stephie doesn't like games that she's bad at.
Hold on. Can I ban Stephie? No, I can't. Dang it.
I've never played a Monster Hunter game. I'm going to be honest.
You should, Rigo. You should get a Monster Hunter Rise, and then you can
play. Yeah, you've already got me and Ryan. I mean, good enough right there.
Now, let me see how much it is on the Switch.
60. Unless it's on sale.
Still 60?
I mean,
no, you can get it like for, well, okay, it's probably like 600 Canadian, but I'm seeing it for like, 25 to 40 range USD.
Oh, nice. Okay. I gotta try it.
We'll talk with you about it.
That's what you're saying. I gotta try it.
Yeah.
I think it still has the demo version, so you can still do that test.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
You can never wrestle your Switch away from your son.
That's my biggest hurdle.
Could play Fiesta
for free.
Yeah, right. You couldn't even make it to level 30 without spending money.
Look, guys, I'm just going to take a second real quick while we were talking about that Fiesta thing, and Ryan said, unless you're Corey, I'm just going to take a moment to explain the context here. I literally could not register an account on that game. I went on the website and it got errors and then didn't get errors. It would not register. Okay, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I download the game, there'll be like an in-game registration thing and it'll let me do it.
Yeah.
By the way, I tried it on 3 different browsers and on my phone. No go. Okay, so I go to download the game from the website. It downloads, it installs, it updates. I go to launch and it's like some error that I can't like launch the game properly. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just install it from Steam because there's a Steam launcher. I go to uninstall it, literally cannot uninstall. The game just fails at uninstalling. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just delete all the files. Nope, can't delete the files. Okay, whatever. I deleted as much as I could, went back to Steam, downloaded it, installed it, updated it, still can't launch the game. I'm like, they just do not want me in this game. They legit don't want me to play this game. Too bad. I hear it's a terrible game anyway, and Stephie and Ryan will tell you, yet they want me to play it with them. Well, Stephie wants me to play it with them. Ryan's kind of like, I can go either way.
That's funny.
No, I'm the one screaming, run away, yeah, run very far away.
I don't have to run, I just can't play it. Literally can't play it.
Yeah, can't play it, period.
Yeah, you have the best excuse.
It doesn't work.
Oh
my goodness. Okay,
I think we should... Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
All right, I gotta find out more about this Fiesta, but what I want to know is Pokemon has come out. Pokemon's out. Pokemon's out. Everybody's talking about it. I gotta know.
What?
I gotta know about this because I couldn't pick it up. I didn't pick it up. But Chadley, did you grab Pokemon by any chance? Because I know you're doing Nuzlocke, right? What?
You're muted.
What?
You're muted. We can't hear you.
Why can't we hear Chadley?
¿Por qué?
He's like, ¿por qué?
I told you he's gonna be doing the stream in sign language.
Write it with your beard. We'll read your beard.
There you go.
Did I push a button and he's muted on my end? No, he's not.
I don't
want to hear him.
Listen, Stephie, Chadley muted himself.
Muting to avoid spoilers. Let me know when you're off topic.
We're not gonna talk about spoilers. I mean, I
one of us has played it.
Yeah, I've only played it for like 10 hours. What can I spoil? Anyway.
One of us doesn't have it. The other one has just denied it. And we have no idea about Chadley because he can't talk. Chadley has sworn this oath to silence.
He's become extra wise.
Well, since Chadley can't talk,
yeah,
I just need Chadley to start holding up like marker boards.
No, okay, so this is what I've heard. I've not heard, but this is what I've seen. I've seen that it looks. Is it open world? It looks very much open.
Is.
Okay, it looks very much open.
It is open world.
Now, is this past or present?
Okay, well, this is the kind of thing where you can get into potential spoiler territory because of theories and because
Too lying to Stephie like that.
I know literally zero about this game, other than Pokemon.
That's why I don't want to talk about that particular thing.
Okay.
What I will say, this is not spoiler. It is considered to be a prequel to Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, okay.
But that comes from the trailers, so I mean.
Do they have that giant mode? Does anybody know if they still do that in this Pokemon?
Gigantamax?
Yeah. I wasn't really a fan of that. That's why I'm just kind of asking.
No, I don't think so. That's not in there.
I will have to say Mega Evolutions is absolutely my favorite little gimmick that they've added. And I hate that they have gone away with it and done away with it effectively.
I like one of the things they added in this game as a gimmick. Not in the same way as Mega Evolutions, but I like this, and I don't want to spoil what it is, because some people are going in completely blind and have never, don't know these things, I guess. But yeah, I will say it's an absolutely fantastic game. Without any kind of spoilers, it is probably the Pokemon game that I have enjoyed the most in many, many years, and it is a very refreshing change on the formula for Pokemon. If they continued in this direction for future mainline games, like for actual mainline games, I would be incredibly happy, and I think a lot of the fan base would be as well. I'm sure there would be people that wouldn't be, obviously, but like I think that general consensus is that like this is a great direction.
I know that on Metacritic, people were having a heyday because it was at like 86, and people were like, "Whoa, like that's a high score on Metacritic."
Yeah, and I mean, recent Pokemon games have been people have been really harsh on them, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So to see that's 86 is, I mean, that's a pretty good score overall. Anyway, I mean, that's not far from 100. So you know that's pretty good if that's what it's getting from all the outlets and stuff, like as a combined thing. You know, that's pretty darn good, especially if that considering outlets and user reviews. Is that what you're saying, Rico?
As of last time I checked, it was only outlets, but I'm sure now that it's all out completely.
I mean, that's still good.
Yeah, it's probably up there now because of users too. So
yeah, I've spent the most fun. Like I was playing it all the way up until right when we started because I'm like addicted to it. Between the way the catching mechanics are and the battling mechanics and it's so many things. It's ridiculous.
I know that Venge was saying on Twitter that he's loving it. Like he can't put it down. So that tells you a lot. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
everybody says the same thing.
Yeah, I streamed it for like almost 6 hours total yesterday, and that says a lot for me.
Holy shit!
Because I stream for like 2 hours at a time usually, and then I'm spent. So, except for like Final Fantasy, I stream sometimes for a long time with that.
Final Fantasy's awesome.
Rico knows that too. He does that too.
I mean, I feel like the whole new mechanics, new attempts at checking out new things in the Pokemon series type deal, I think that's what they were going for with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yes.
They're like trying all this new different stuff.
Yeah.
And people weren't that receptive to the whole changes of motion controls and everything. I still feel like we're probably, quite possibly, going to get a Let's Go sequel for Generation 2.
I can see it.
But I could see that all of the positive reception Legends Arceus is getting leading to changes in the main series games in the future. Absolutely.
There are a lot of things I won't go into the details of because they're mechanics of the game that I know, like I didn't know anything about beforehand, so I won't spoil them because they're nice little surprises. But they are incredible little details that I really hope we get these kinds of mechanics for the Pokemon themselves, their moves and things like that going forward. Little changes that they've made.
For Generation 9.
No, like I said, if I had it, I would definitely be playing it. I love Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. You know, I really enjoyed the crap out of the last one we played. I wanted to get Diamond and Pearl, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab it. So
You still can, but if you feel like if it's between one or the other right now, you should probably go for Legends Arceus and wait for Diamond and Pearl to drop in price. Not the Pokemon game ever really dropped in price.
Okay, can you pay attention to the dog? That's what he's calling. He's like, look at me. Look at me.
Why?
See, I knew it. Look at me. Knife, what's up, buddy? Oh, man. I'm very excited. Oh, no, I am very, very excited. I want to try it so badly.
Hello, can I?
So, what's happening with your copy, Ryan? It's just taking forever?
It was supposed to be arriving on Friday, and it got shipping delayed till Thursday.
That sucks.
Dang, 50 months.
50 months? What the heck? Wait,
what is this increment
I think that's
by
missing.
which it measures your subscription time?
Holy!
I think that's missing some months too.
That's a long time. Holy!
Glad to be here.
Are you are you 50? Holy, that's a long time. That blew my mind. Wait,
Well, I see Chadley on the. When I look at the stream, I see Chadley's face. But when I look here on my actual screen, I do not see Chadley's face.
Oh,
I see him in Discord. I see him there. I'm not hearing him though.
I don't hear him, and his camera is marked as off on my Discord.
Well, I see him as on. I see him moving around and smiling with his little hand on his cheek, looking ever so precious.
Is it working, Chadley? Is your
and stroking his beard?
Can you hear me now?
Yes!
Yay!
Oh, I turned on the light.
I see him now. Suddenly, that's weird. As soon as I pasted the screenshot in here.
Discord is Discord is definitely acting weird with my camera today for some reason. But to answer your question, I'm doing a Nuzlocke, but it's in Brilliant Diamond.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm doing Brilliant Diamond. I do not have Legends Arceus. Maybe when I get done with Brilliant Diamond, I might get it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like Brilliant Diamond?
It does. It's good. I mean, I enjoyed Sword and Shield. I think I'm enjoying this one more though.
Oh yeah.
Just because it's closer to what I expected from like Fire Red when I played Fire Red. Obviously, because it's just basically it's a updated port of Diamond. So, and that wasn't much of a different game from Red or Blue or whatever. So I mean, I'm enjoying it. The Nuzlocke aspect of it, like I haven't really it hasn't been too much of a challenge yet.
You haven't lost your left nut yet?
No, I haven't lost any of my Pokemon yet. So,
wow,
I got close. I got very close, but I have not.
I'll never forget the Sea King that landed four horn drills back to back during my Let's Go Eevee Nuzlocke.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. That was terrible.
I've always wanted to do a Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocks are fun.
It's fun.
Nuzlocks are fun. Don't get attached though, because your team will die and you'll get sad.
Ryan, you're gonna do a Nuzlocke on Arceus.
Oh my gosh. If it arrives tomorrow, I will start a Nuzlocke of Legends Arceus. How about that?
All right. Well, there you go.
I'm going to drive one over to your house. In 9 hours, I'll be there in the morning.
A copy of mine that is being shipped to me right now arrives miraculously tomorrow. I will start a Nuzlocke.
Changing the game here, man. Changing the rules here, man.
There we go.
You haven't established the rules yet.
Oh man. Okay. Let's talk the big one. I'm very excited for this one.
Get my pants off.
Get out of here. Actually, hold on. Before we talk the big one, I just wanted to. There are a lot of games. I was just looking at the list right now. There are a lot of games that are coming out this month in February. No.
Yeah.
Like PlayStation has Elden Ring. We have PlayStation and Xbox for that one. We have Horizon Forbidden West, right? And then what else do we have? Destiny
expansion.
Yeah, the Destiny 2 expansion. When is Stranger of Paradise coming out? That's in March. That's in March. Well, that's like right after. And then we have Lego in April.
Yeah, so the Lego Star Wars whole Skywalker collection, that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2, that's right. Yeah, Dying Light 2, that's coming soon too.
Oh yeah, Dying Light's like in a little bit. Yeah. Jesus Christ, there's a lot coming out.
Kirby, the new Kirby.
Oh, and then there's Kirby.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Oh, it's going to be so good too.
Actually, I'm actually kind of interested in the Kirby game. I saw that last trailer they showed, and that one sparked my interest. The first trailer they showed, it looked empty. I wasn't too thrilled about it. But the second one, I was like, okay, I can work with this. I can work with Kirby.
I'm just sad that Choo Choo Charles got delayed. I still want Choo Choo Charles.
So there's a lot of games coming out. You know, are any of you guys picking something specific up that you've been waiting for?
Oh boy. Stranger of Paradise.
Or like all of the above.
Most of them. I don't really care about Elden Ring. I just really haven't gotten hyped for that one. But basically, all the other ones that I put on the list: Stranger in Paradise, Kirby, Horizon, Tiny Tina, Destiny 2, even the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Like that's all of the Star Wars Lego games. Like all the at least the main. I don't know if they did other ones other than the main movie ones or whatever. But like yeah, and then they've also got like a lot of enhancements to them apparently.
Yeah,
I'm reserving judgment on that until I know if it actually has voice acting or not. I've made my stance on voiced Lego games very clear in the past.
That they have to have it.
That they don't have to have it.
That I hate the voiced Lego
They don't.
games.
Okay.
They shouldn't.
that's all.
They should not have it.
Why?
I'm in agreement. Why? Because
Yeah.
the fact that they didn't have voices in the other games means that they had to like use motion and acting to convey what's going on, and they always did like hilarious things with characters.
Go with the voices, really.
And
the voices.
yeah, like spoofing, just adding the voices, it takes away from that and just almost makes it seem like they're trying to make it more authentic to the source material instead of being all funny and quirky. And that's what was the draw, I feel like, when you have those Lego cutscenes and stuff, and it was just like you didn't know what they were going to do, like, because they would always just pull out these like funny things that were related to the movies, but like you might not get the joke, but like whoever watched the movies and stuff would get the joke because it was always related to the movie.
Like the scene I always reference for this, and I apologize if none of you have seen Empire Strikes Back, but hey, the movie's pretty old, so you probably should have by now. In the scene where Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father," instead, Lego Darth Vader pulls out a baby picture of him, Padme, and a baby. He points to the baby, and then he points to Luke, and that's how he does the reveal. They do silly little things like that, and it adds so much character and personality to everything. Now, my question though, Inuyugi, is you have the option to have them speak in mumbles, like in the original Lego games, which is fine. But are they going to have the little? Are they going to communicate in a different way, or are they just going to be like Charlie Brown parents?
Yeah, because that would lose it still if they just mumbled and you didn't get any.
Like they don't have any of the
characteristics.
Action,
so that's
my only thing with Lego Star Wars.
And I understand, like for me, well, that's what I have always known. Star Wars, the only Star Wars game, the only Lego game that I've watched for talking for me was the Lord of the Rings one and Lego City. Those were the only ones that I know of talking. I never played the other ones. I never touched the other games. So I really don't know how they are, like Marvel Lego and all that. I don't know.
Oh, the Marvel ones are so good. Oh man.
Even the Harry Potter ones are
good. They're all like, really good. They've done a fantastic job with all.
They're so good, and just again, Harry Potter with the cutscenes and stuff, and just like some of the jokes and stuff that they do with the common, like the familiar scenes that you've seen in the movie, and it's just like it's just so good. But if they add the voice acting to, like, it's just not.
It just takes away. It feels lazy by comparison. And also, for anyone possibly streaming stuff like this, that could potentially get you copyright hit.
You do, because I remember playing
actual dialogue from movies.
Yeah, I played. If you go way back on my streams, I played Lego Lord of the Rings, and I had to stop it because after I streamed it, I got hit with a copyright, and they removed it completely. And then I thought it was music, so I muted it, and they muted the whole game. I never took down the stream, but it should be there, and it's like completely muted.
That's funny.
You hear my voice every once in a while, but the whole game itself is muted.
Huh.
So there you go. There it is.
Lego City Undercover had voices though, right?
Yeah. But see that
game makes
that's original story though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's its own story.
Original.
And it makes more.
I streamed that a bunch and it was fine.
Type of game.
Yeah.
No, I like the Lego games. I really want this. I played all the Star Wars games with my brother, and we loved it. We had so much fun with it. So, I really want to play. I'm really excited for that Lego game. Exactly. So
yeah, me too.
And little man, like we've been playing a lot of games lately on the PlayStation and stuff, and it's another reason to connect. Maybe it'll bring me back to streaming video games again.
What about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands though? That's like out of this entire list, that is because I love Borderlands.
Me too.
So
good.
That's one that has me hyped.
I heard people are not people. I shouldn't say people. Some content creators who stream Borderlands said
content creators aren't people.
It's true.
What do you call it? No, they're influencers. Apparently, they're not thrilled with it because they're saying that they could have picked a better character than Tiny Tina to do a story on.
Except, you speak to... So, these people are clearly not understanding where this comes from. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep is where this game is actually like getting its roots from. And Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep is like, hands down, everyone will tell you that was the absolute best DLC from all of Borderlands. And that's where it comes from.
I never played it because I find Tiny Tina very annoying. I don't like her.
So what you can think of though is what you can imagine is you load into an instance of the game, right? And you're in this like dock or whatever, this area, and you walk forward a little bit, and all of a sudden you hear Tiny Tina start narrating, right? And she's like, you walk up and there are some skeletons ready, and they just kind of poof in some skeletons, and they're like coming at you. And she goes, "Wait, dragon!" And it's like they're like trying to do a dragon. Like it's just stupid, silly storytelling that she absolutely they crushed with that. Like it's absolutely the best.
Isn't it free right now on one of the consoles?
Well, yeah, on PS Plus next month, I think we actually get it. It went free. It was the standalone version of it went free on Epic for when it all released on all the consoles.
Okay.
As a standalone. But yeah, so on PS Plus next month, I believe we get it for free.
I might have to
check it out.
I might have to check. Is that one?
Well,
is it
if you do that, I'll play it with you.
I was gonna say, is it multiplayer?
Yeah.
I don't like playing those games by myself. I love Borderlands for team.
I will play that absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
So let me know. I'm going to claim it anyway, but let me know if you want to play it.
I haven't played it in such a long time. I'd probably get it too.
Yeah.
I know I have it on. I got it free on Epic when they gave out the
me too.
collection.
Because I got the. Hmm?
No, because I can't judge on the game. I've only heard. I've played Borderlands itself, and I love Borderlands. I think Borderlands is friggin' amazing, especially when you're playing with friends. So I'm very interested in this story. So,
and that's where it's comes
Dragons
from,
Keep's incredible.
And that's where the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands comes from. It's all magic themed and everything. So that's the whole reason it exists. And so those people, if anyone in the any influencer is like, oh, they should have picked a different character and made a story out of that, they don't understand where it comes from. That's or they've never played Borderlands 2 or that DLC maybe. I don't know.
We're in the land of complaints. That's the problem. We live in a world of complaints now.
You're right. They'll probably be like, sorry, go ahead. I was
gonna ask Chadley, have you ever played any of the Borderlands games?
No, I think I got a couple of them. I think they were free on Epic a while back. Yeah. So I think I have them. I just haven't gotten around to playing them yet.
Do we all have it free on Epic?
Probably.
I might have gotten it and not realize it. I have to check.
Pull up Epic right now.
I mean, it's a 4-player game. You know, 4 players. There's 4 of us. If we're on YouTube, we should all take our shirts off.
It only takes 777. Okay, I'm literally opening Epic Games to check if I have it. Okay, let's talk the big one because I know some people are very excited and they wanna know our opinion on this stuff. So Microsoft purchases Activision and Blizzard, like that big old beautiful franchise, and everybody had a heyday. I've never seen so many people hit Twitter so fast. Things from it's over for PlayStation to oh my god, Microsoft is ruining the gaming industry, everything. So I have a lot to say about this, so I'm just gonna say a little bit right now. My stance on this is they're focusing on their Game Pass. They need games for that. They need to be able to launch a lot of games on there. And instead of going around and saying, hey, look, will you put your game on Game Pass? We'll give you this much money. I look at this is the best way they can do it. Here, look, let's buy you out. We're going to put all these games on Game Pass. But in saying that doesn't necessarily mean every single game is going to be now exclusive. Probably the majority of them, but not every single game is going to be exclusive to them. And I mean, just because they're buying this doesn't necessarily mean gaming in a whole is over and Xbox is the only thing that's going to be existing now. But that's just my look upon it. I don't know how you guys are looking at it.
Oh boy, man,
where to start, right?
There's so much to unpack about this. My big thing is, first of all, this is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Microsoft buying up all these companies. I know it's not like technically a monopoly and this and that. It's not really against the antitrust laws and all that junk. But man, it's starting to get out of hand. However, as we were just discussing a little while ago, I do not see Microsoft yanking these big franchises from other consoles, and especially not the ones that have lots of microtransactions. Because not only do you, of course, screw yourself out of money on a purchase of a game, you screw yourself out of all the money that the people are going to spend on microtransactions. And EA games, and Activision, and all these games, like, well, not EA, but Activision they are big with their microtransactions. And if you look at stuff like Call of Duty, now they've already come out and said Call of Duty will remain on PlayStation, which I think is hilarious. They're just like, guys, everything's going on, but we make sure to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. They would lose a ton of money if they didn't.
Gotta keep cash cow going.
No, that's how I exactly. No, exactly.
But it would still be incredibly detrimental to them to take off these big franchises because, like, okay, people can say all they want that, like, any of these big franchises would be a system seller, right? Let's say Diablo 4. Diablo 4 probably is a system seller for people. However, if I have a PlayStation already, and they decide, if I have a PS5 right here, okay, and they decide to not put it on PS5 anymore, but they're only going to put it on Xbox. In the current situation, it's not feasible for me to go and purchase. It's not responsible either, but it's not feasible for me just to up and go purchase a new Xbox to be able to play that.
Just to play that one game.
Play that game, or even several games. But realistically, if you already have one side of the console wars or whatever, one console, all of it, most people are not just going to be able to go up and buy another one just for that console. So now you're probably screwing yourself out of sales. Realistically.
I mean,
Game Pass or not, you're probably screwing yourself out of sales.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you know what? Like, let's go back for a minute. If you look at Nintendo versus PlayStation or versus Xbox, Nintendo for a long time was their own division. I mean, they only did their own little exclusives, and they were doing just fine. And that's how I look at it. Let's say Microsoft turned around and said, all the games are going exclusive. We're not giving anything to PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation has a lot of exclusives for themselves anyways. That's all that would happen. They would just be on their own little division. You get PlayStation because they have these exclusives. I mean, that's all that would happen. Everybody would have their exclusives. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, it just depends on. It just depends on how many people who play PlayStation actually play PlayStation for the exclusives.
Exactly.
Compared to something like Call of Duty, if everyone loves playing Call of Duty and they just happen to get it on PlayStation because they have PlayStation, and if that ends up being the majority of the thing that they play on their PlayStation, and now it's all of a sudden on an Xbox, guess what? They're moving to Xbox.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they want to play it that bad, they're not staying. They're going to go. I mean, people will move wherever to play what they want to play,
Yeah.
And some people I mean, especially with how hard it is to get the PS5 and all that kind of stuff too. If they haven't already gotten a PS5 and Microsoft like yet tomorrow says, sorry, but the newest Call of Duty will be Microsoft only, and it'll be optimized for the Series X and all this stuff. Guess who's going to be buying a Series X because they don't already have a PlayStation 5? You know what I mean? Like,
No, for sure.
they're gonna, yeah. So I mean, Microsoft could do whatever they want, and obviously, I think, yeah, I agree with Corey. They'll take a hit in money, but they're also gonna like make it very easy for someone to decide, well, what's my next console gonna be? Like, if I want to play Call of Duty that bad, I'm getting an Xbox.
And you know what? Despite how much people complain about Call of Duty, which every year when they release one, they thrash it. Oh, it's the same.
It sells.
But it sells. People buy it. And those same people who complain about it, buy it.
It's just like the NBA 2K and all those games.
Exactly.
They're the same rehash every year. People complain about them, but they buy them, so they're going to keep making them.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Well, in Call of Duty's case, it's like, I mean, 12-year-olds are always going to exist.
That's true. It's true. I mean, okay, but if you look at it in a business standpoint, again, it wouldn't be too smart to take one of their biggest money makers and make it exclusive when they know that.
No, when they could profit off of it being on everything.
Exactly. Make tons of money knowing that it'll be on everything. Sure,
It's
I mean,
okay, you're our competition. We're still making money off of you.
Exactly. I mean, like it or not, if PlayStation really wanted, let's say Diablo, for example, right? Diablo 4. They're like, no, we want it on our console. Well, then they got to pay that license, right?
Yeah.
They got to pay that license. And I'm sure Microsoft won't turn around and say, nah. If it's a good price, I mean, they could just turn around and say, no, it's a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
You know? But then again, like, Diablo, I always got it for PC, and I think I'll keep getting it for PC. But then we go back.
I have it on PC, and then also on Switch, and I also have it on PS4.
But we go back.
That's a good thing too, because like obviously Activision and Blizzard, they have their own launcher and stuff like that for all these games, and it's like now that Microsoft owns it, like on the PC side, Microsoft could easily just say, well, we're just going to ditch the Blizzard launcher and just make all the games be able to be launched from Microsoft's side, and we'll just do like what we did with Minecraft and force you to link to like migrate your Activision Blizzard account into your Microsoft account. And like I could easily see them wanting to do that for the PC side, because why do they need that extra? Like, they don't need the Blizzard launcher anymore.
Yep.
Exactly.
Unless it's too hard for them to do that, and since the infrastructure is already in place, they might just keep it. Especially if, I mean, they're not going to get rid of Blizzard's name. They're not going to dissolve Blizzard into Microsoft. Like, they're going to keep it around, and I think they've already said that they are.
They have.
Yeah.
They've 100% already confirmed that.
They're just going to keep it as a subsidiary of Microsoft and let those guys do what they've been doing and keep working on the games that they've been working on.
I hope they don't let them keep doing what they've been doing. I couldn't help that.
You know what I mean. I was just about to say, like, I'm really thinking that part of the whole sale transaction was the fact that Blizzard knew that the only way that they were going to get their name back on a good grace was to have it look like, I don't want to say this is why, but it's very fishy that a company would buy them out and all of a sudden also have PR that says, we're going to be fixing things internally. We're going to fix things internally because we're going to make them operate their business like we already operate our business. It just seems too fishy to me and too coincidental to have a larger company buy them out as a way of saving face, like saving the company. Like, that's how I perceived it. When I first saw the sale, I was like, oh, so basically what you're telling me is that instead of Blizzard fixing the problem themselves, they figured it was better off having another company buy them out to make it look like they're gonna fix the problem.
Well, that's the thing. Like they were.
That's how I perceived it.
That's exactly how I looked at it too when I heard it. I was like, yeah, many people were saying because
yeah.
So much to say. Here's the thing. Like, I know that for a fact that a lot of people, they're not too thrilled about the CEO still sitting in his spot though at the moment, because we know that he's gonna be leaving. But if you think about it, he's still sitting in his spot, and he's gonna get this nice, beautiful, fat check when he leaves, and it's like, well, okay, I'm done. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
If they bought out, they're responsible for any
legal fees. That's all going to be in their contract, I'm sure. But speaking of like bad PR, apparently right before all this went down, the head guys, up at Activision Blizzard were considering purchasing some of the online publications, if you will. Some of the online journal site, all those Kotaku and whatever, not those, but any of those sites. They were considering purchasing a couple of those sites in order to improve the public eye on them. Now, what that means is they intended on literally buying them and then making them say what they wanted said.
What they wanted
said.
That's
hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. Like, it's bad, and it was. I don't know if it was confirmed 100%, but like that was going around for a while. That was kind of a thing that they had in talks or whatever. And I'm like, that's kind of amazing. Like,
well, I know that
got that off.
I know that Zuckerberg was looking into purchasing them too for Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they were looking into purchasing them, but Xbox came in and dropped that big number. I mean,
yeah. How do you pass that up?
Yeah.
CEO entrepreneur born in 1964 by the Wall Street Journal too.
did he buy?
Jeffrey Bezos? Didn't he buy the Wall Street Journal or something like that?
Yeah, there was something similar like that. Yeah.
It's not. Activision stole the idea from someone else for sure.
Yeah.
The first time.
We know they're not original.
This is not the first time someone has bought a publication company to try to improve their own image. So.
Yeah.
I'm just now looking forward to seeing Master Chief show up in World of Warcraft, honestly.
Right?
We're going to be the next playable class.
Oh, man. World of Warcraft is going to start coming with Game Pass now, guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep, that's what's going to happen.
That's okay, because it's still always going to play second fiddle to the greatest MMO of all time.
Fiesta?
Final Fantasy 14.
Fiesta. Actually, it was announced that Final Fantasy 14 is #1 MMO of all time right now. So there you go. Okay, but
it's not hard to believe.
No, not at all. So one of the things that they were saying is, what would you call this? I guess gaming as a service. Is that what you would call it? The Game Pass?
Yeah,
kind of. Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
So does this mean, okay, for Microsoft, they're making all these purchases. So are they trying to get rid of physical or downloadable games itself, or and just strictly bring out and say, hey, look, here's the Game Pass. No more. We're not going to release physical game. That's what it feels like almost.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. When you take an actual look and realize that, despite what everybody said at the very beginning, Stadia still exists.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I know, right? Shocker. Stadia still exists, and I mean, I don't know numbers behind it to tell you if it's doing amazing or anything, but it still exists. They're still giving free games. They still have the subscription if you want to use the subscription. It works. It still works just fine. Like I have no problems. I use it every now and then. When you look at stuff like that, Amazon has theirs. Amazon has Luna. Xbox has their cloud gaming. PlayStation has had PlayStation Now forever. When you look at all these things, it's the direction we're going to go. Maybe not right now, but it's definitely the direction to go, except for the fact that, a lot of people still love their physical media and people will complain, but But from the company side, from the company standpoint, the business standpoint, it actually makes a lot of sense. You have much less overhead from distribution and production. You know, you have to maintain servers and stuff, but that's still overall not the same cost and overhead as people to ship and people to package and then machines to produce it and this and that. It's definitely the direction that we will head in coming time, you know, of getting rid of physical media. I firmly believe.
Because like if let's look at Netflix and all those things. If you look at what's coming out as physical movies, it's a lot of those special, well-sold movies that are coming out physical still. I know that, like what's it called? Mad Max. Oh, the Mad Max collection has come out, and it's the collection. You can't go out and buy just that one movie in 4K. You're gonna get the full collection. It's gonna cost you blank amount of dollars for all 3 movies. Or what's the Lord of the Rings collection, right? You can get the 4K collection. You can either get the Lord of the Rings series, the 3 movies, and then the Hobbit, the 3 movies separately, or you can get all of them, but you can't get individuals. But you can't get individuals. So they make them like special rarities, and that's how I feel that it's going to be with these. If they do continue with physical games, it'll only be, look, you can get this special edition with a little statue or whatever and the game, but we're not going to give you just the game. I mean, that's just me guessing, but that's how it feels like it would be. It's all
going to become limited run games.
Oh, there we go.
Basically, something like that.
But let me just tell y'all on the other side, right? I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. I am a huge fan of streaming services. First of all, let's just be real here. I really am. They have their time and place, but I am a huge fan of them. However, one good example of why we just are not ready for like a solid only streaming service kind of world. Let's take a look at Kingdom Hearts on the Switch. Did anybody download the demo?
I've only watched people play it.
I downloaded the demo of it because I was like, let me just see, right? I have 300 meg down internet. My router is amazing. Everything. I have solid internet here. There is no problem with my internet. I can stream things all day. I downloaded the demo of the cloud version of Kingdom Hearts 1, which should not be a cloud version, but whatever. I downloaded it and launched it, and the intro cinematic was choppy AF. It could not stay steady. I couldn't even deal with it. And then when I got into the just the little black room with the mosaic on the ground where you're walking around in the beginning of the game, it was like 20 frames per second and super choppy all the time, like constantly. And then it would be like, your internet connection is having problems. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the Switch. It's the Switch's fault. Now, that was in handheld. That was not me with an Ethernet plugged into it. But I shouldn't have to have an Ethernet plugged in. I can watch YouTube just fine and crap like that on my Switch in handheld. My internet is fine. The Switch just is not built for it.
But you're not okay.
The Switch is to be able to do stuff like that in handheld mode.
But it's not. But for what for that particular case, it's not. You know, it's not good for that.
And Digital Foundries did a video, and they did one with Hitman. They tested out Hitman, and the control response was horrible. And they're like, it's not right. There are games that work fine. They said there are games that work really good and they're really awesome. But then you got other games that are just not running on what the service is offering.
Exactly, Stephie. It goes against the whole point of the handheld mode. I agree completely.
Yeah.
Like, I should be able to, especially with a streaming game, I should be able to just walk around my house and play it. It's streaming. It's not intensive on my system or anything. It's just a freaking streaming thing. I don't know. It's just so dumb.
Again, we go back to Microsoft. Now, I know that there are lots of rumors right now happening where PlayStation is amping up for something. People think they're starting their own little thing. I know that if you go buy your time card for PlayStation Plus, it now says something about like, get all this and more for one single price. And people are like, ooh. Yeah, they changed it now. It's not just PlayStation Plus. So people are like, okay, what are they amping up for?
Oh.
But at the same time, remember you were saying this on chat the other day when they first announced Microsoft buying Activision. I'm kind of getting sick of them just everybody buying buying out everybody. Like,
Just buy up as much as you can for your little group.
yeah, it's like, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna buy this. Again, it's like what Corey said. I don't think we're gonna get like a big giant monopoly. I'm sure people are panicking about that. I don't see anybody stepping in. Not like how the shortages are going on with the chips, where Nvidia wanted to purchase one of the biggest producers of it, and I know that they're getting sued now because they're saying that's going to cause a big issue. But see, there's only two main producers of those chips. There's Samsung, and then there's the other guys. So it would make sense why it's not good for them to purchase it. But there are hundreds. Well, no, I shouldn't say hundreds. There are a lot of game developers out there, from indies to the big AAA. I think I think we'll be safe. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Again, I see it both ways. Like, I see fanboys from hardcore fanboys at Xbox who are like doing videos every day about, oh man, Sony's running scared. But then I see like the hardcore fanboys of PlayStation saying, no, like, this is gonna cause a monopoly. We gotta stop this. Like, it's just really coming from someone who loves PlayStation. I don't think there's anything we need to worry about. Money needs to be made. Let's be real. And this is a $68.7 billion purchase. Microsoft needs to make their money back. Like it or not, they need to make their money back. I don't see them saying, well, right now we're going to keep everything. So I can see them saying, look, here, take all this. Once they make their money back, I'm sure maybe something, but I think we have yet to see. I don't know. That's just me, though. That's just my thoughts on it. I think PS needs to come out with game streaming competitor. I already do, but hardly anyone knows about it. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, their PlayStation Now only does like a couple of PS3 stuff, a couple of PlayStation 2 stuff. It's like a mixture of everything. But if they're gonna do something, they have to do something that's gonna be how Xbox has it.
It's gotta be big.
Yeah. Do any of you guys have Game Pass?
Do what? Game Pass?
Game Pass? Yeah, I haven't tried it. I don't know.
Game Pass is boss, man. It's great.
So
I do see a lot of good things about it, honestly.
Yeah,
but like,
it's actually overwhelming.
Is it like you're streaming the games, or you're installing them on your PC, or
well, so it's both, right? So basically every game can be any game that's on Game Pass on like your console can be downloaded to it. Right now they've added the cloud platform, the streaming, to consoles and PC. So it's kind of a separate like classification. You've got it'll say this game is available on console, this game is available on PC, this game is available on cloud. And so if it's a cloud game, you can play it on your Xbox, on your PC, it doesn't really matter, or your phone. So it's got a combination of it.
Wow.
But the majority is for download. Like it's all of them are downloadable, but some of them you can additionally play by just streaming them. And I streamed some on both. I streamed like Death's Door the other day on my Xbox Series X here, and it worked just fine, great. And then I streamed it also on my Xbox One, my original OG Xbox One, and it played exactly just as fine, just as good, with no problem streaming it. So that was pretty great.
Oh, interesting. I haven't tried it. I hear good things about it. I haven't heard one single bad thing about it. But
yeah, you can play Halo. You can play all kind of stuff. Lots of indie games. Lots and lots of games. It's pretty epic.
Oh, Halo, is that with the guy from Fortnite?
Is that with Fortnite?
I don't know. Is Master Chief like not in Fortnite somehow?
Is Fortnite on? Is Fortnite on there?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, you can go buy Fortnite at GameStop. Even though it's a free-to-play game, you can definitely go buy it.
Oh man, the gaming world is changing, man. It's the biggest. Here's the thing. It's the biggest thing right now. It overlaps movies. Movies used to be the biggest thing out there. Now gaming has become its own thing, and one of the biggest things is a lot of people don't know because Xbox dropped so much money just now, but a lot of people don't know that PlayStation is above Xbox and Nintendo when it comes to gaming. I think they're number 2 in leading of gaming. And then it goes Nintendo, and then it goes, well, now it's Xbox, and then it goes Nintendo. But yeah, they are Xbox. Gaming is its own little thing. It's crazy how much it's grown. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we're going with gaming in this world, but
Wow.
We're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there. We're gonna enjoy it. Hey, you know what?
Be there, Barry.
This is how I look at it. It's a great time to be a gamer now.
It is.
It's a great time to be a gamer.
It doesn't matter what console you have or if you just have a PC. It has never been a better time for gamers. Like you have more options than ever. Many games are cross-platform play enabled now.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, but many of them are getting there. You know, you've got like cross-buy options in some games. Even you buy it on one console, you have it on others. Like it's a fantastic time to be a gamer, no matter what you play on.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, a lot of those stigmas of the last few years have gone away for the most part too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find some great accepting communities out there that aren't Fiesta.
Oh man. Hey, I mean, when we don't know though. They could drop the ball, and KFC gaming console could just rip a whole new world.
Bring on the KFC gaming console, Colonel Daddy Sanders, please.
Hey.
I have played your game so many times, I have my heart broken by the Colonel more times than I can count. So please, just give us the console already.
I am down. Final Fantasy 14 while boiling some chicken. Heck yes. You know.
Yeah.
Actually, before we end,
Corey's gonna pass you.
I don't have time to play, guys. I don't. It's very hard.
Chadley's gonna pass you. He hasn't even started yet. Don't worry, we're working on it. It had a free trial up to level 60, including the award-winning Heaven's Sword expansion. But unfortunately, now you can just buy the game.
We got too popular.
Not that, I'll be real, out of people we've recruited lately, Corey, Baja, they haven't even made it through the free trial content before they were like, shut up and take my money.
Not only did we not make it through the content, we didn't make it like a quarter of the way through the content. Baja did it, I think, mainly because because they were limiting queues and stuff for him. He was on a trial and he wanted to play and be on the server with us and stuff. So he just went ahead and bought it and transferred to the right server and everything. But like,
yeah, he said he was gonna buy it anyway. It was just like, okay, I'll
it was
do
just
it
like,
now.
well, this will stop me from getting locked out of the queue and stuff. So let me just go ahead and do it.
So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but did you hear how there's been some fishy rumors and some fishy things going on over at Apple? So apparently they've been pulling some developers who created the Xbox console over to their end, and people are thinking that Apple might be competing to come into the gaming world now because they see that it's making lots of money. Have you heard?
In the gaming world, Apple's already in the gaming world.
Yes.
Let me tell you what, Apple has no business being in a console themselves. I don't think they ever would. I don't think they need to, right? They're going to go with gaming as a service. They already have that set up, right? They've already got a bunch of mobile developers and stuff. It's not great, I get it yet, but I mean, some of them are really pretty good. You pay like $5 a month and you play their Apple Arcade games. I don't expect to see them jumping into an actual console. Like, I could see them putting their service on a console or beef up an Apple TV, but like, I don't see them releasing their own console because there's no point.
Yeah.
There's no, I mean, there is, but like, it would be too hard right now, I think personally, to make an entrance into the console world as your own console. Why
Absolutely.
not make a deal? Make a deal with Nintendo, make a deal with Sony, make a deal with Xbox, with Microsoft, and put a service on there where we play these games. And you know what? That's okay that they're like mobile and a little bit better than like mobile-based games or whatever, right? They will get better when they get this introduction onto the actual console system, onto the console ecosystem. They will be able to pull in other indie developers and stuff and other bigger developers and be like, hey, jump on board with our system. Your game gets thrown in. It's like Game Pass, but for like the little guys right now, you know, where you don't have it as Xbox. I mean, Apple's not the little guy, but you know what I mean. It'll be the other side of like the other Game Pass, essentially. I could see that happening. Yeah, like you said, they're already big into the digital gaming world, so just push that into like improve that. Don't worry about like getting a console, because you can't make an entrance as a new console right now. Like I can't. Anybody who tries that is gonna crash and burn. I think, in my opinion, like there's too many. The three big people are gonna crush everyone else right now. That just comes in as a new guy.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to
no chance?
Where's the Atari, right?
Yeah.
Remember they released their console. It was a really good console too, apparently. But I mean, that was it. They released it, and we never heard from it again.
Your only options are to like release a console, like a new console that plays all of the other games. iBox, there we go.
The iBox, there it is.
The iBox 365, because you have to pay a subscription to play it. I don't know. I could see them putting their service on consoles. I couldn't see them trying. They're smarter than that. Despite what everyone says about Apple or whatever, they're a business that's been thriving for many, many years. They're smarter than that, I think. So if they've got these people from like that helped develop the original Xbox, they probably want them for their like analysis of the project, or maybe they have developers from it that can help with, you know, like developing a service and things like that. But I don't know. I'm gonna shut up because I could just go on and say all kind of stuff about this, but I'll let other people get a word in edgewise.
you know what, Nick? I can see that. Seeing Samsung being another competitor for Sony, I definitely can see it. I mean, Samsung's one of the biggest producers of TVs and technology around. Yeah. So I can definitely see that. And then,
however, what I will say is we've already seen this story right here, right?
Yeah.
We've already seen this. Sony, now, it's a little bit of a different time and a little bit of a different situation, but Sony once bundled, or not bundled, but they once, on their TVs, they were including the PlayStation app.
Yeah, the PlayStation for PlayStation Now, yes.
Yes. Where you could play, and you could Bluetooth a PlayStation controller, because it was during PS3 time. You could Bluetooth a PlayStation 3 controller and play your PlayStation Now stuff. Again, it was a bit of a different world where PlayStation Now didn't really exist. Kind of doesn't really, as far as people are concerned. So Xbox would probably work better, but we have seen this like initiative already. I would be interested though. If that happened, I might have to buy a new TV. Sorry. Anyways, I will shut up and let people speak.
Is there anything else you guys want to mention before we say goodbye? Chadley, is there anything you have on your mind? Or Ryan? Mr. Corey has tons. He can keep going.
I was going to say, how about rest in peace for Sega Arcades?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're bowing out of that.
Yeah, they're shutting that down.
They're just bowing out of the hardware.
Yeah, just the hardware.
The actual, like running the actual locations. They will still be creating games and stuff, so that's still good. But yeah, it is an interesting thought that they're doing.
It's a little thing to throw out there for the people that haven't heard, because I just heard about it when I posted it to you guys yesterday or something.
That's what I had heard about it too. Yeah,
well, you know what the funny thing about it is, that was one of their biggest arcades, and apparently there was always a lineup to get in. And it was, so there's nothing about no funding for it. It's just, I guess they just want to amp out of it, because apparently they were always busy up until COVID.
Yeah, well, and that's probably part of it, you know.
And I'm not surprised of it though, because here, so our movie theater is called Cineplex. That's what we deal with here, and one of our biggest locations is shutting down because they've been shut down for too long.
Yeah.
You know, so definitely. I mean, it happens. It happens. Oh man.
Yes,
They've
it
been.
does.
I mean, they've been touting themselves as more of a software company anyway.
Yeah.
And for them to be making the arcades and managing the locations and things like that. So I'm thinking, like you said, they're just passing the management of the locations to another company while still being able to create the arcades that will still live in these spaces. So like they're not they're just refocusing like what's their priorities. And again, if it's making money for them at the arcades but not the amount that they need to have made, it's probably better to have a smaller company manage that, because if that company makes that same amount of money, they're making profit. Sega is maybe not making profit. They might just be breaking even because they're a larger company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if a smaller company is able to manage it at a lower cost, but still be able to bring in the same amount of money, if not more, it's actually beneficial for Sega to just give it to someone else, because they will make a profit and be able to keep the business running, where Sega is going to have to think about, like, I mean, we're not really making any money because we're a bigger company and our overhead is more. So, I mean, it could just be something as simple as that. Or it's just like,
No, exactly.
It's more of a smart financial decision. But again, they're never going to drop out of software. Like that's their main thing. So
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I know a lot of people have been asking if they're gonna port over a lot of their arcade games that we don't see. So I don't know what arcade games they have anymore. I mean, I'm out of that loop. But it would be nice to see what they have been investing in. Maybe they're talking about like those, you know, not Left 4 Dead, House of the Dead games and stuff like that. They've been bringing out, and those are fun. I mean, if you got to
we're getting one on the Switch, aren't we? Like one of the remake, port or something.
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that.
Well,
now we got to click and see. Now we got to click and see.
I mean, there's a Nintendo page for it and everything. House of the Dead remake on the Switch. It doesn't have a date yet.
Oh, that's exciting.
Nice.
yeah, I think I remembered seeing a couple people make videos on the announcement when they initially said that it was going to be ported. A lot of people that were House of the Dead fans anyway, who made videos about it.
Well, yay.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
I like House of the Dead. It's fun. It's a fun game.
Yeah.
You guys ever played the Luigi's Mansion arcade game? That game's fun. That game's fun.
It's amazing.
That game's fun. All right, guys. I think that's all we have to say about that, eh? It was a lot of. It was a lot
Sorry,
of.
I'm not used to you speaking your native tongue.
It was a lot of information. There's still more. Like we missed a lot, but I mean, if next month there's nothing out there, we can definitely recap on a lot of things. So
Get back to some of this.
Exactly. But wait, there's more.
Always.
Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting. I super appreciate that. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate that as well. Chadley, thank you for rushing and making it. I know you've been really busy lately. But I'm happy to see you. I don't know. It's not TacoCast without Chadley.
That's true.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to come. I think for the last 3 times, like last year. I think.
Oh man.
Yeah,
last quarter. Yeah, last quarter. I think I missed those 3. So.
Yeah, but it's great to have you, Ryan, Corey. Thank you guys as well. I know you guys are busy.
It's okay. We logged out a Final Fantasy for this.
You logged out a Fiesta for this.
There you go.
No, I never logged out of Fiesta.
He was getting yelled at by the dog. He was yupping at you, man. But yeah, thank you guys. Excuse me. Thank you guys for all coming out. I super appreciate it. Like I said, I may not come back for like full streaming, but TacoCast is something I just don't want to give up. It's something I really enjoy, and you'll always catch me with TacoCast. You'll always catch us with TacoCast. It's just something I really love. From the bottom of my heart, so super excited. All right, guys, thank you all for joining us. I super appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys next month. Thank you all for everything. Take care, have a good one, and don't forget the most important thing in the whole wide world. Come to my live stream on Super Famous. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good stuff. So much to talk about. Oh my gosh.
I don't know what the heck's going on with Discord and it's still kind of like